Hey guys, what is up? I just finished playing through the Mooseman, so I'm going to let you know my thoughts on it, especially for those of you that might be on the fence about this upcoming limited physical Vita version. As you may or may not have heard, the Mooseman is one of the last two Vita games from East Asia Soft. That'll be happening this Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The Mooseman features myths and imagery of relics from ancient civilizations of Russia. It's a short, side-scrolling story that will require a bit of puzzle solving to navigate the world. The main mechanic is putting on and taking off a mask that reveals another side to the world around you. Certain things or creatures will pop in and out of existence depending if you're wearing the mask, which can be toggled on or off using the action buttons at any point. For example, this could be an obstacle blocking your path, a clue, or an enemy. A lot of times the logs in this game become creatures that can move while you have your mask on. So you'll use that to move logs into place in order to cross a gap. Then there are creatures that might attack you, but you could only see which ones will attack by wearing your mask. Certain bridges are only accessible with the mask off, others while on. Pressure plates might need to be pressed in a specific order. All sorts of really interesting concepts are explored when it comes to the many types of puzzles in this game, so you aren't just repeating the same thing over and over. Later on, a second ability is added which will be able to block enemy attacks. There are also collectibles scattered throughout the game, 52 in total for you to discover. The visuals are very minimalistic, featuring a mostly grayscale color palette, very much in the same style as Limbo, if you've ever played that. And in fact, one of the hidden rooms in the game even features an Easter egg referencing the main character from the game Limbo. The music is very good too, and it sets the mood perfectly for this dark world of ancient mythology and culture. Now, just a word of warning, by default, the language is set to Russian, so I recommend switching that to your language of preference. Just so you know, this will only switch the written text in the game. The voiceovers will still be Russian, which I actually think is a very nice touch because it's reflective of the game's story. And speaking of, the game's story is rather short, only about an hour long, maybe longer if you get stuck on any puzzles, but it's still a pretty enjoyable experience. I will say though, if you are wanting to go for the Platinum Trophy, you will definitely need to use a guide. Some of the hidden secrets in this game are nearly impossible to figure out on your own. Just to give you an example, a lot of times there are secrets that are written on the walls in the background, and you'll need to translate those images into button sequences that will need to be pressed on the controller. Some of the background imagery can be really difficult to read to begin with, so I find it really hard to believe that anyone would be able to figure all of this out on their own. Now, these difficult secrets aren't required for completing the game, only for uncovering everything in order to get the Platinum Trophy. So if you wanted to, you could just do a normal playthrough first, complete the game, then do chapter select to clean up anything you missed later on using a guide. I really like the setting in this game. It's dark and mysterious, there's good puzzles and great music. My only complaints are with how short the game is, the slow pacing, and the fact that you pretty much need a guide in order to get 100% completion in this game. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like it when games have really deep secrets to uncover, just not when they have trophies or achievements attached to their discovery. Like, nobody's gonna find all of this stuff on their own. Again, I do like it. MSRP for digital is only $7 US. The Mooseman is available on Xbox, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC. However, this upcoming Vita release is going to be physical only, and there were only 1,000 copies printed. Is it worth a full physical retail price of $30 to $35? Well, probably not, just because of the game's short length, but you are getting the soundtrack, which is very good in this game. Although, factoring in the limited nature of the game, I'm sure the physical version will hold its value quite well, so you could always play it, complete the game, and then sell it afterwards. As for the other Vita game coming up for sale, it is A Winter's Daydream. It's a pretty touching visual novel. I really enjoyed reading through it. There are no branching paths, so it's really just a visual novel. But again, it's another short game, and this one is available digitally on the Vita, so that's up to you if you just want to grab a cheaper digital version or skip both these games entirely. I wouldn't blame you. These are two very short games, but still very good games. And by the way, A Winter's Daydream, I already got the Platinum Trophy on Vita, but this physical version that's coming up is going to have its own trophy set, so I'll be getting the Platinum Trophy again. And since I've already read through the story twice, once on Xbox, once on Vita, I'm just going to keep spamming X this time until I have that new Platinum Trophy. Anyway, if you want to know more about my thoughts on A Winter's Daydream, click here for the review I did a couple years ago. Otherwise, you can click here for another recommended video, but that is going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.